everybody, and welcome back to AGP. We're back with our first podcast in a really long time, and today is one of our creator highlight specials on the AGP podcast. We have a really good friend of mine coming to me all the way from the sunny state herself. She is amazing. She's talented. She's beautiful. She's one of my dearest friends. I want everybody to give a warm welcome to the writer and creator of one of the greatest comics ever, Madeleine from Boston Metaphysical Society.
Hi. Sorry if my voice cracks and my allergies, something's going on here. And of course, my dog decided just to come in because he wants attention. Hello, Bishop. Yeah.
Hi, Bishop.
I think he hears your voice.
Oh,
He's going like,
no,
wait, someone knows
she
my
said
name.
hi. No, we said hi, Bishop, not hi, Fizzgig. Get in your chair.
Yeah,
You
my
don't
Bishop.
like other dogs.
You can lay down, big boy. You can lay down. You can lay
See, she
down.
said big boy, and you're little girl, and you don't like anything bigger than you. So, oh,
Yeah. He's about 50 pounds, so I can't exactly like pick him up and do this.
and I can just be like, wee.
I know.
Okay,
Even Ripley's about 40 something. So yeah.
Okay, Pumpkin, because it's you, and it's been so long since we've had a show, and people could spoil you. Come here.
Yeah. Where'd you go? There you go. Treats. Treats.
There you go, baby.
Mm-hmm.
Such a spoiled little puppy. And she's been on me because I've started spring cleaning. So, Mommy, why are you tearing up the house? Because everything needs to be wiped down and cleaned perfectly this time. It's not just a dusting; it's everything gets washed. And with my collectibles, well, that takes a pretty minute.
Oh yeah, you'd have to be very careful.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Unlike my packing material back here. Fulfillment Center Central, which you've seen before. But
yeah, you can't really, even with the change of light, you can't really see it. But like the stuff the animals got, well, maybe if I go white. What if I go white? Can you see it any better?
white.
Oh, I got a new light, just so I'm not like. Well, sometimes when I switch the tabs to show off stuff, I get all like darkened, like I disappear, and like no one can see me. And everybody's like, "Where'd she go?" I was like, "I have fallen into the mist like a ninja." So I am so happy that you contacted me. I'm so happy to have you back.
Well, I'm happy to see you again. I mean, we talk once or twice a year, something like that.
Yep,
Because we live so far away.
We live so far away, and both of us have huge, busy schedules. Like this is like our Christmas time get together type stuff.
Yes, that is quite true. I know. Because I know you do a lot of cons. I don't do as many cons as I used to, though, because you're in the Midwest. I'm actually going to try to do Grand Rapids in the fall.
Nice.
Because I haven't been there, and Source Point is there, and it'll give me a chance to, hang with the team and get some of my boxes out of Travis's office, which I'm sure he'll appreciate.
I don't know. Maybe we should just put more boxes in Travis's office.
I don't think he'd appreciate that. I think he has enough boxes in his office.
Hey Travis, I got like 2 closets full of boxes. Can I store them at your place? Would that be cool? Maybe? No.
Yeah, we had to build a tough shed out in the back to store the inventory. So
I Wade. So one of the best. I was explaining the comic actually earlier, and I'm like, it is a historical steampunk ghost hunting demon well written comic. And it's the best one.
Thank you.
I mean, I think that covers everything. Well, almost everything. Well, like I said,
for those who, yeah,
go ahead.
For those who have not seen me on your show before or have heard of the comic, it's about an ex-Pinkerton detective, a spirit photographer, and a genius scientist who battles supernatural forces in late 1800s Boston. We have 2 volumes out plus the first 2 issues of our next series. and I'm currently running a Kickstarter for our first ever hardback of Volume 1.
Yay!
Because people have been on me. It's like, when are we going to do a hardback? I was like, okay, fine, I'll do a hardback. And so we're doing the hardback now.
We love hardbacks.
So the cover, which is on your screen, a gorgeous cover by Rebecca Isaacs. We've made our 6th and final stretch goal. So we're getting, anyone who's a hardback will get a gray ribbon bookmark, satin ribbon bookmark that will be in the book, plus foil stamping on the hardback. And for everyone who pledges so far, you're getting 18 additional digital indie comics. And for those who have pledged to a physical reward, we'll also be getting, I turned our original logo, which was the owl. I don't know if you've ever seen that, but I turned it into a holographic sticker. So it looks really cool.
Why is it you come on my show and the first words I have to say to you is just take my money?
So,
like, I know I'm supposed to be trying to sell you to other people, but somehow you just sell yourself to me, and then I'm like, but I have to have all this.
We get this. Here we go. Is the hollow sticker. There we go. I don't know if you can sort of see. You can sort of see it.
I can actually do this. There you go.
It's sort of in the light. You can see the hollow thing going on.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It's almost like she's shining it in my face, like, you're gonna buy this. You know that you want this. Add all the stuff to your pledges. She does this to me every time. You should see. No, get back here. Come back.
Okay.
I don't know how that worked. You should have seen it last time she was on the show. I went back, redid my reward, and then I got this box. And just says, thanks. I was waiting for that. Thanks for all the money, Amanda. Can't wait till next show.
Yeah, no, I actually went and looked at different grades of boxes to make sure I got ones that you could pound and they wouldn't, I could put all the books in the boxes and they would make it. Unless a truck ran over it, then I'm sorry, I can't do anything about that. But yeah, we make sure the boxes are sturdy.
They're sturdy unless meteorites, zombie apocalypse, or if a truck runs over it. Then too bad. Well, as always, you always do this really great video for your Kickstarter, so I thought that I would pull that up and let everybody watch that.
Okay. With my hair and makeup done.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Madeleine Holly-Rosing, and I'm the writer-creator of the Steampunk Supernatural series, Boston Metaphysical Society.
Woo!
Welcome to our Kickstarter to print our first ever Volume 1 Special Edition hardback.
Woo!
If you're not familiar with the series, it's about an ex-Pinkerton detective, a spirit photographer, and a genius scientist who battles supernatural forces in late 1800s Boston. With an amazing cover by Rebecca Isaacs, this limited edition of Volume 1 comes as a hardback and a softback, and not only includes our original 6-issue miniseries with art by Emily Hugh, but additional pinup art by Carl Alstetter, Jesse Mesa-Tovis, and Melissa Poliuka. We also have some cool weapons designs straight from Granville's lab and a 10-page bonus story with art by MJ Erickson. And there's more. We're doing a limited run of our first ever Boston Metaphysical Society metal membership cards in brass, copper, and black, making you a special detective and part of the BMS team. The best part is that the volume is in pre-press and should be ready to go to the printer by the end of the campaign. So please be sure to check out all of our reward tiers and pledge today. Thank you in advance for your support.
This music is epic. Good job, Dean Russell and Scott Baker. That was awesome. That was so cool.
Yeah, Scott did the original animated. That's actually our original video from like 10 years ago.
That was so cool.
Yeah, Scott did that, and then Dean did the talking head part and put it back all together again so it would make it happen. No, they both Scott did an outstanding job. So he's out there being a camera operator right now.
Just Brad, that was so cool, dude. Okay, so it's I gotta. However, you will have the option of adding on a set of all three if you like. Okay, thank you. I
Yes.
needed to know the answer to that question. So the answer to
Yes.
the question that is the most important question is, can I get all three? And the answer is yes.
The answer is yes.
The
Yes.
answer is yes. Oh, and it's by Alejandro Lee.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's great.
Great.
I bring him on board to do the pins and the bookmarks and he always does an excellent job.
He's amazing.
And
Okay, so like the first
he's
time
yeah.
I saw this, I just saw it as like one of those little head tiaras.
And not part of a compound bow.
Nope.
Yeah.
I saw it as a tiara. Like, cool.
That's okay. You could if that works for you, I'll go with that.
Now, if I do this, I see it as a bow. But I mean,
Yeah.
I get it. It's his bow.
Yeah, it's his bow. It's Samuel's bow. Yeah.
Man, I can't believe we're at this point where I'm gonna get a hardback of one of my favorite comics. You know, I kind of want to know if I actually follow these designs. Can I make the weapons? Would it work?
No.
Oh.
We added a bit of reality in there, but yeah, it would be tough.
Aw. But I wanted to make the weapon.
Besides, I don't want to have actual weapons, schematics in my books and have the FBI knocking at my door later on in life. So
It's so funny for me to go back through sometimes when I look at your Kickstarter and I go, I remember the first time you came to the show and the first time I got introduced to this and just fell in love with it instantly. And for those of you that know me, when it comes to me and when I say I enjoy something, you know that I don't josh and I don't blow smoke up anybody's. If I don't like something, I just go, not for me. What makes one of these things so great is, one, Madeleine works with her team really well. And she always picks the right team for the right comic to help with the inking and the lettering and everything. It's almost like she does have a psychic ability like Caitlin has, to where she could come up with the best team to express every story. Whether it's for her comics or like the audiobook. The
yeah.
audio, oh my God, do you know how many times I've listened to that?
No, I don't actually. I'm glad you've enjoyed it.
More than this.
More than 10 times. Oh yeah, the Chip Michael and Eddie Louise, my production team, we're just fabulous for the audio drama. And the cast was, I love the cast. They just did an excellent job. I actually met one of my I wouldn't call him extras. He just had one scene at WonderCon because he stopped by and he started talking about, voice acting, and he was in my audio drama, and I said, "Well, wait a minute, who are you?" Because I didn't act some of these I didn't meet, or I didn't recognize them from the little Zoom box,
Mm-hmm.
and so it was great to meet him, and
Who was
yeah,
it?
no, they did a fantastic job. And it was a lot of work.
Do you remember who it was?
Oh, David Tilstra
Oh,
is his name. We follow each other on Twitter. And he showed up at my table and I went, "Wait a minute." And he goes, "Yeah, I was in your thing." And I'm like, "Well, wait a minute, who are you?" And he says, "Oh, I was a David." Okay.
because I
We
mean,
never
through you, I did get to meet one person that worked on it, Mr. H.B. Gibson. So,
Oh, HB is great. We apparently were his first credit. Can you
really,
believe that? And he's
really,
so good.
he's really
And
good.
bringing him on to play Edison was just he did such a great job.
He was so good in the role, and he was just amazing. And I thought it was amazing that he's such a down to earth character. He's so much fun, and I'm really enjoying. If you watch his social media, he's really starting to pick up steam over on YouTube and stuff. So I'm really really happy about that. Hi, Kitty.
Because he does he has his own like gaming channel now, right?
Mm-hmm. He
Yeah,
started it
and he
off.
does voiceovers for some games too, I thought.
Right. So
Yeah.
when he was on the show, we discussed him because he wanted to do some gaming. I was like, well, how cool would it be if he just started with one of the games that you did some voice acting work in, and then from there we liked the idea and he just went off with that, and now he's gaining ground, and I just think it's really cool that I got to meet this person who now I get to call a friend, thanks to you and Boston Metaphysical Society. I was just like, coolest thing ever.
Oh, yeah, well, I think I probably told you that I had the privilege of meeting him at New York Comic Con. He came and worked my table, as did Emily Snyder, who played Caitlin.
Mm-hmm.
And Emily was just amazing because she would listen to my pitch, and she did it in character as Caitlin the whole time.
Oh wow.
And yeah, and so she listened to my pitch and then kind of, make it her own, which was cool. And then I would give her little corrections as for sales to how to bring the sales to the table and not it's really weird subtle things. And then she like okay, and instantly done. And the few times I left the table, every time I came back there was like money there. She was selling things right
Ooh,
and left. It was amazing.
that is so cool.
It convinced me from now on if I ever need sales help that I need to go hire an actor
Oh yeah.
because they're trainable and they learn things on the spot. I was like, okay,
Because they learn things on the
on
spot.
this
Oh, I
because you
love that.
constantly have to change with depending on your audience and what kind of con it is and what's going on. You sometimes have to change your pitch and how you're dealing with people, and so you have to be prepared to switch it up.
Oh yeah. I actually totally get that.
Excuse me.
So, oh, you're fine. You are absolutely fine.
10193.
Yeah.
So, of course, like always, you do have some really cool add-ons. So there's the 3 metal special detective business cards in brass, copper, and black. I like the black. There's the bookmarks, which those are really cool. There's there's the pen set. I'm missing, which one are the 2 that I'm missing? I have somehow I'm missing 1 or 2 of them. I can't remember which ones. I'd have to go look at my thing.
Okay.
I have the audio. Now, this was something new that you did. A puzzle.
Yeah. Yeah. That was
Which,
a mid campaign add-on.
this is one of those things where it's like, I want it just because it has Boston Metaphysical Society on it, but I will never open it and I will never do it because I absolutely hate puzzles. It literally becomes a collector's item for me. You know me.
No, that's fair. I know it's not for everybody.
No, but then there's people like me. I'm a completionist, so I have the coloring book.
Yeah.
There's just so much. Like, look at it, and like this is where it like gets kind of like tricky because it's like these are the two things that I want. But
Probably the best thing to do is then to get the hardback and then add on the business card set.
yeah, which is probably what I'm going to end up doing. In all honesty, which if you're looking for just the hardback, guys, right there. It's a special edition hardback. Includes the original 6-issue miniseries, but pinup art, Granville's prototype weapon designs, and a brand new 10-page story exclusive to this edition.
And
Totally worth it.
Includes the PDF and postage.
That's going to be the big one. There is that it actually. Oh well, somebody likes your puzzle. Ooh, puzzles.
There you go.
My mom and I love puzzles. We glue them to frame them. That's cool. Now imagine this. Let's go to the big picture. Imagine that on your wall. Wouldn't that be awesome? But yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't have the title on it. It just down at the bottom, if you look at the puzzle, I don't have the logo on it, so it just says, Boston Metaphysical Society, art by Rebecca Isaacs, and then the copyright down at the bottom.
Yeah,
so you have mostly picture.
Did I get the right place?
Yeah, you are. Keep going.
There
you go. See, that's what it'll look like.
That is so cool. And I love seeing the ghost inside the photo cam there. That's a really
Rebecca
nice
did that.
touch.
That was really great.
Rebecca, that was a nice touch.
Very, very nice touch. Absolutely.
So she's told you a little bit about what Boston Metaphysical Society is. Let me tell you one of the reasons why this is definitely something for you. So when it comes to Boston Metaphysical Society, one of the reasons why that would be cool. See, I know, you got to get it. One of the reasons why I love this comic so much. One, I'm into the paranormal. So if you're into paranormal, demonology, ghost hunting, stuff like that, great comic for you. You into steampunk, great comic for you. You're into history, great comic for you. But what really holds Boston Metaphysical Society together is the fact that it is a very well written and drawn out comic. You feel like you are in that world. The characters are developed. They are not one dimensional. Well, I'm a redhead and I'm a girl and that's all you need to know. No, Caitlin is drawn out. Every character is completely drawn out. You can feel their emotions. You can understand some of the decisions that make. Sometimes you don't agree with the decision, but you understand because of their personality, they made those decisions. And that's what makes this series so great is you have not molded your characters to fit anything other than the narrative of the story. They've grown as they should have through the stories, and the world it's still the same world. It feels completely continuative all the way through all the issues that I have read, and that is one of the things that I love and adore about your series.
Thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
No,
we work hard here.
Stunning. We are complimenting the comic creator. Stop that. Cassie's here. She
No.
says hi. She's happy she's made it.
Yeah,
No.
no, Caitlin's definitely not crazy.
She's not crazy.
Sometimes she's a little bullheaded, but
she's a redhead.
Yeah. But she's not crazy.
She's not crazy. And honestly, guys, like I said, if you're looking for a story that has all these great components to it, plus well-developed characters, a very well-developed storyline, and something that you can read and really feel like you're there, like you can really be there. These comics are great. I highly recommend, if you don't have the comics, get this hardcover. Like it may be $40, but like she said, that's including the shipping and handling. Do you know how big that is on a Kickstarter to include that? Like, someone needs to give you the Nobel Peace Prize for including that in a Kickstarter. No one ever does that. It's like one of those things where, like, you watch those infomercials and it's like, oh, this is only $39.95 plus another $40 in shipping and handling. You didn't do that. And it's a really, like, honestly, guys, Volume 1 Special Edition hardback, PDF of the Volume 1 Special Edition, your name on the Kickstarter thank you wall. Like she says, you get a brand new 10-story page that's exclusive to this, plus the original 6-issue miniseries, plus it's hardback. Come on. Who doesn't love a hardback? Everybody loves a hardback.
Yeah, I was really glad we made this stretch goal for foil stamping, because this cover screams foil stamping.
Oh yeah.
Even if we didn't make it, I think I'd probably do it anyway.
Aw, see, that is why you are the queen. You are the queen. This is why we love you. She's like, no, it needs to. I can see why. I can see where you're coming with that, is because that lightning in the background, definitely.
Yeah, and Kurt did such a great job coloring it too. So, yeah, I spend a lot of time going through portfolios. A lot of time going, because there's some marvelous, wonderful artists out there, but not all of them can capture Boston Metaphysical.
True. Like I said, you have a nose for always finding the best team, because I know that you've gone through different artists and other people to work on all the different projects that you've done, and obviously the story has grown, and you always seem to get the right person for the right job for the right comic, and it's brilliant. You're brilliant.
Thank you. I guess it just means I'm a good producer.
You are. You're a great producer. At least I think you are. And I don't even work for you, and I think you're a great producer. So, and on top of everything else, guys, it's already funded. So with that, the stretch goals have been reached. So on top of getting your order with the hardback, you're going to get 6 awesome indie digital comics for...
Actually, you're going to get 18.
18?
Yeah.
I was just going to go through each stretch goal as I go through.
Stretch goal, yeah. Go ahead. Be my guest.
Okay, so the first one, you get all of these great indie digital comics that will scare and intrigue you and yet also make you laugh. Okay, I kind of like this right here. Will save the day for money. I know a couple of you people out there. I know who you are. That's you right there. I'm looking at you through this camera right now. I see who you are. And then an elegant gray satin ribbon bookmarker that is added. Say we reach that. And here's 6 more books, guys. So 6 more. Holy crap. That is a lot of comics. And then you got a foil stamping on the hardback to make it even more beautiful. So not only are you getting this book, it'll now have the foil stamping, like she said, plus another 6 indie comics. And then the owl sticker. And that's all of the stretch goals. By the way, it's a holographic owl sticker, guys. You need that. Hello. No. I need you to. No. Come here. No, there. No,
Hmm.
stop. Why is my thing not working?
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to stop the ad from happening.
Uh.
And it wouldn't let me do it. Sorry, Twitch. Aw. Kitty says, congrats on being funded and reaching stretch goals. She normally doesn't back a Kickstarter unless it reaches funding goal. Aw. That's kind of sad that you wait for that. Well, most of the people on my show, even if it hasn't reached it, it normally reaches it. But I always end up it just depends on what the time. By the way, guys, don't wait, don't sit, don't wait on this. You only got 8 days to go.
Yeah,
8 days.
we've got eight.
It was so funny because I was sitting here earlier and I was trying to get my information and I just kept watching this go up and then up and then up today. And I'm like, is that what it's like to run one of these? Yay, more! Yay, more!
Well, yeah, it's fun like in the first day because if you've planned everything right, it's nice to watch the first day because things move fairly rapidly, and then about a week later you drop off a cliff, and it slows down. So you have to deal with that. As new Kickstarters come in, and it's part of the process. You can't get, you have to learn how to deal with it and move on. And do shows like yours and cross promotion with other people and social media, the usual.
The usual stuff that you have to do. Now, guys, do keep in mind that I do understand that $40 could be a little pricey. Do keep in mind that there are other rewards where you could get digital stuff, but always keep in mind that 40 is not just that book. It's all that stuff that I talked about. All the stretch goals get included with that as well. But if times are hard and you really don't have it, you can always help support the creator by just telling people about the Kickstarter.
Share.
Share. A lot of people don't understand that when it comes to being able to help someone, it's not just, oh, well, I don't have the money, so I can't do it. It is also about being able to share. And right there on both YouTube and Twitch, you guys have the link to the Kickstarter. So if you want to go and check out some of the really cool rewards that Madeleine has for you guys, see if there is something that you're able to go ahead and pledge and get something that you like, because I guarantee you will not regret reading this comic. Or if you want to help spread the word about this amazing comic and this amazing Kickstarter, you can use that link right there. And it is all greatly appreciated.
Absolutely. The power of sharing.
And if you need any other reason, the female's a redhead. You should be buying this, period. We all love redheads. How can you not love a redhead?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I could tell you stories about the power of sharing of a good friend of mine who had a business relationship with someone at the time who was doing a steampunk film. And so he said, hey, my friend's doing this, why don't you go check it out? And he didn't back, but he shared it on his social media. And because of that, I've got backers now, certain backers from that sharing that have been with me for years.
Oh, yeah.
So you just never know. So sharing is really is
sharing is really
so
important.
Appreciated.
It's so
it's very important.
and it's very appreciated. It's kind of like, I had never heard of Boston Metaphysical Society. I had never heard of Madeleine, and just out of nowhere, she sends me a message. Hey, I have this Kickstarter. I like to come onto your show. I like to talk about it. As she was talking about it, I was like, what? I'll go ahead and back this. This sounds interesting. I'm into the paranormal stuff. I have no idea what steampunk is, and I have no idea of history. So whatevs. But it was the paranormal aspect of your comic that piqued my interest, and having a female lead was the other part of it. And I was like, okay. And I tried it, and instantly fell in love with the comic, and then you reached out to me again, and then we got to talking, and then I got to do my bragging rights on this comic. So
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
think you were in my very early days when I was culling through Twitter and whatnot for podcasts to reach out to, and so that's what I did. So yeah, I have a list of podcasts of many have come and gone through the years, which is understandable.
where
Um,
this one you started off where we were just a little audio
yeah, I think
podcast.
I think our first one was on the phone.
Yeah, first one was on the phone.
Phone, yeah.
It was on a thing called Talk Shoe. And yeah, that's all it was, is just you and me rambling. There was no getting my hair or makeup done. There was no puppy treats or anything. It was just you and me rambling on the phone. And then I would edit it out and put it up and it be done. And then
Yeah.
it turned into a live show, and then it became this. And I'm so glad you've been on this journey with me. Not only
Oh
have I
yeah.
been on the journey with you to watch Boston Metaphysical Society grow, but you have gotten to watch me grow. And I think that's a great experience that the both of us have been able to share with each other.
Oh yeah. No, I think it was like a couple of years ago that I may have mentioned to my husband. Was like, oh yeah, man, she's got this whole Twitch channel now, and just like this whole thing is like grown. And I remember we started off just on the phone, and yeah, it's it's
I
always
was
nice to see people grow.
I was nervous at first. I was like, so yeah, you could be on the show, but I changed things. It's like, I wonder how she's gonna take it. And I love the fact that you had the confidence in me to be like, however you're doing it, I'm sure it'll be fine. And that's
Yeah.
always, I think that's one of the reasons why I love it when you reach out to me, because you make me feel special. You do. And that speaks volume to you as a person. And one of the reasons why I like to share the stories about, our relationship and you as a person, is because I feel not only does the comic sell the comic, but the creator sells the comic as well. And people, knowing what type of a person's really behind creating the stuff can actually help sell the stuff as well. So,
Oh yeah. No, it's important, particularly in the indie community. People want to see they want to see the creator. They want to see what they're like, and um I mean, that's why primarily I do cons now, is so I can meet backers, because I always let them know that I was like, hey, I'm going to be at such and such, come by and say hi. And yeah, WonderCon, there was a gentleman, I hadn't seen him, I think, in years, and he was on one of my old email lists, and he ended up backing, and then he came to the table and ended up buying more stuff. And I'm like, oh my God, I was just happy that he backed. I was and thrilled that he came by to say hi. But yeah, the funny thing is, usually when this ends, actually like at around 11 o'clock on Thursday, the 18th, normally I'm here because I just like to watch the clock run down because it's just fun.
hmm
But I'm going to be on the road to Clockwork Alchemy in San Mateo for a small steampunk convention.
aw,
So I guess around 11 o'clock, I'm going to stop at Starbucks somewhere and check my phone and watch it go down while I'm drinking my latte on the way up north.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, because that's no, it's a fun Clockwork Alchemy is a very fun. It's in San Mateo, California. They have awesome musical guests, by the way. And for those who are in that area, I highly recommend it. You don't have to come dressed up; that's not necessary. But
But
I'm
you
going to
do
be
have to come dressed. Just wear clothes at
You have to wear
least.
clothes, but you don't have to come dressed in steampunk. That's not necessary. But yeah, there's going to be a bunch of cool panels. I know I'm going to be on a few, and an author's alley, and it's really low key, so you really get a chance to talk to everybody. And which is one of the nice things about the small conventions, is that I literally will have fans who, like, I'll pull up a chair behind my table and we'll sit down and talk. Because why not? We're all here. We're just hanging out.
It's almost like she kind of knows me. Hey, so what's going on? Blah 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 blah. Oh, did you want to sell something here? Buy this comic right here. I got you, fam.
Yeah, no, actually,
I run enough of these shows. I got this.
and then I'm doing a couple new things this year. I'm doing Stoker Con because it's going to be in San Diego, and that's like a 2-hour drive for me. And down in Mission Valley, that focuses on it's from the Horror Writers of America. They run it, and it's from Bram Stoker, Dracula, all that. And so yeah, I'm going to be there, and I'm also going to be at the American Library Association because they're going to be in San Diego too. I'm going to be in San Diego a lot this year.
I see this. There's a theme going
yeah.
on here.
Yeah, but completely different audiences, which is great. So we'll see how it goes.
Which actually is good for you because your comic doesn't just fit one narrative. It isn't, it has a female protagonist, or, it's about history, or, it's about, it has so much to it. Hell, you don't even have to be a fan of any of that. You can still get sucked up into the story. It's just that good. It really is. It's that good, guys. I mean, don't tell her that I said this, but she really is a genius when she comes to writing this comic. I'll just edit that out. You'll never know I said it.
Okay.
Don't want to get that head too big, But no, seriously, I love the fact that it's coming into hardback. I love the fact that I honestly, the more I look at that and know that there is the foil cover coming to that, I'm completely stoked.
No, it should be beautiful. It should be beautiful, yeah.
I mean, let's pull this up real quickly just so y'all can see. And I'm gonna make this full screen, and I want you to look at the details in just this comic cover. Now it's in hardback, and now it's going to have foil. So I'm gonna give y'all a minute to just take that in, have your little mini heart attacks because you're going, oh, that's gonna be so amazing. I can feel you on this because I'm already seeing it. That's why I cannot wait till Friday comes and that paycheck hits that bank account, because that's I know exactly the first $40 I'm spending. What? Rent? No, gotta buy a comic.
I don't want you to do that.
But this is more important. I need it for my collection. It's more important. This has nothing to do with you. This has to do with my collection. Looking at the twos, I suppose I backed the $38 one for the prequel book.
Which one is that?
Oh, the starter kit.
That.
Yeah. If you're new to Boston Metaphysical Society world and like both prose and graphic novels, this is the perfect tier for you. Includes the prequel novel, A Storm of Secrets, and the softback of the limited edition Volume 1. Note, does not include the hardback or Volume 2. Yeah, I mean, that's not a bad choice. I found mine. I know which one I'm getting. And then, of course, I have to add on my, so it's got to be this, and then that's my add-on right this year. I need all three of those.
Yeah, they'll be beautiful.
Oh my God, they're going to look
The company does a great job.
They're going to look so good in my Boston Metaphysical Society little case that's happening that I'm putting together. I have so much of your stuff, from bookmarkers and buttons, and I have your magnets and everything else, that I'm just kind of making kind of like, hold on, let me do this so maybe you'll be able to see. I'm not wearing any pants, so I turn off the camera when I get up. Sort of like how I got that Gym City thing going on there. I'm kind of doing the same thing with all my Boston Metaphysical Society stuff. Yee.
Thank you.
Of course. I told you. As much as I enjoy you, I am a fan of your stuff. I will never deny being a fan of this comic, this series. It's always a joy because the moment you tell me that you have one, the first thing I do is I go straight to your Kickstarter and I start combing through everything. Okay, what do I want to add? What do I want to talk about? What do I want to try to suggest to other people to buy? But more importantly, what am I buying? And then there's this list. And then I add it all together and then I go, okay, now realistically, what can I buy?
Well, unfortunately, you didn't make the early bird.
No, I didn't. But I kind of told you everything that was going on, so you kind of know why.
Yeah, no, I get it. Life happens.
Life happens.
Life happens. I agree.
I've gotten the early bird before, so it's okay. It's okay. I can miss one. Well, two. I can miss two out of my entire BMS career.
Yeah, well, I try to do that for, returning backers. So you get a deal. It's a good deal.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah. Oh, and guys, you can if this seems like something you want to be able to do, or you want to look into being able to get some of these comics. She does do a lot of Kickstarters, and you can just follow her as well. So you can just go and I think if you just put in her name,
If you go to Kickstarter and put in my name, you can follow me. Yeah.
Yeah, if you just go, this is the only thing that gets ever difficult is the two wheels on here. Just go to Madeleine Holly-Rosing and click on her name. You can follow her. That's what I ended up doing. So not that I ever check my stuff and know when it's coming out. I just wait for you to go, hey, guess what? And I go, okay. It works out easier for me.
Well, I appreciate that. So no, it's fine. It all works out.
It really does. So obviously, congratulations on finally getting the hardback that everybody has been begging for. And before we end, what is the one thing that you're absolutely excited about with this campaign? What's the one thing that you're so happy that you're doing?
Well, I think I mentioned it as getting that foil stamping on that hardback.
I figured it was.
Yeah. Because when Rebecca finished it and it came in, I went like, yeah. I said, I don't care where we end up, I'm putting foil stamping on this.
Actually, every time
you're getting with foil stamping, whether you want it or not.
The more you talk about it, I literally see, you know how they have those metal posters nowadays?
Yeah.
I can see that cover as a really cool metal poster. I really can.
Yeah, I'm not sure I'll do that, but it's a thought. It's definitely
I
a
hope
thought.
one day I can make a fabulous campaign like that with special goodies like a badge or cards or something. Just keep trucking at it. We all start somewhere, kitty. We all start somewhere. You'll make it someday. I promise. I promise. We all start somewhere. Don't we, puppy?
Oh yeah. And we all steal ideas from each other for stretch goals all the time anyway.
And that's something, Kitty, is sometimes people will put out there, and keep a lookout on this. Sometimes people will be like, hey, I'm looking for an artist to do sketch cards or something like that for a Kickstarter. You can always start just by putting your stuff out there sometimes, and other people will be like, yeah, sure, if you got a couple of those, we can use those for this or that. So keep a lookout on that. I've seen people do that lots of times. So a lot of people I see a lot of people go, hey, do you want you guys got a digital comic version you want to throw in on a Kickstarter? Let's get this done. And it is amazing.
Oh yeah, I mean, I donate a digital copy of the first issue of BMS to campaigns all the time. I I can't even talk now. I reciprocate. all the time.
So,
And
well,
people know that.
oh yeah. So yeah, I would have to say obviously the foil stamp on this. Now I'm wanting a metal poster of it. And of course obviously the BMS detective cards. Those are
You have the dog. What happened?
she is on the table.
She wants to be part of it. That's all.
Come here. Come here. You want to help say goodbyes? You want to help say goodbye? Okay. You can help say goodbyes.
Yeah,
No,
my dog finally.
no. That is my food. My food. Not your food. My food. There's a
Yep. Bishop he went to sleep in his bed in my office.
there's a Slim Jim on my desk and she saw it. That's what this is.
Okay. Oh, she smells that and wants it. I'm sure that smells good to a doggy nose.
Oh yeah. So as always, everybody, I want to thank you all for joining me and thank you for giving the time and the patience to Fizzy, who interrupts everything. And of course, a round of applause for my special guest, Madeleine, who's always a joy to have. Don't forget to check out the Kickstarter. Again, the link is in here and of course right here. I can't move the mouse if you sit on it, Princess. There we go. There's the link right there, little itty bitty link. It's in the chat, so you can just scroll up, hit that. It'll send you straight to the campaign. Don't forget, if you can't make a donation, don't forget to share. I highly recommend doing that, helping people out, because it is a good and nice and wonderful thing to do. And
sharing is great.
Sharing is great. And of course, Madeleine, tell everybody when you're not running a Kickstarter where they can find you and keep up tabs with Boston Metaphysical Society.
There's my website, which is Boston Metaphysical Society and/or queenofmercia.com. It all ends up in the same place. Facebook, Boston Metaphysical Society. The place formerly known as Twitter is Holly-Rosing. Instagram is mholly1. And yeah, you just need to type in Boston Metaphysical in Google and you'll find me. Yeah.
And of course, once the video is done and it is finished processing, I will make sure that all of the links, including the Kickstarter link, are in the description on both the Twitch and the YouTube video. And would you stop? You're being so bad. Sorry. You know how distracting dogs are.
Oh yeah.
But
I'm good. I'm good.
But
thank you so much for having me on the show, and thank you for everybody watching. Hope you have a great evening.
Do you see
doggy.
this?
She's so cute though.
But of course, yes, thank you everybody. But if I had one thing to say, go buy this comic. You need this in your life. I'm serious. This is one of the best comics you'll ever read out there. On that note, thank you. Doggy, yes, kitty. It's the doggy. But as always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. We both greatly appreciate you. And we'll see you all on the next one. Excuse your butt. Bye.